Good morning, students. So, we would continue to discuss O. Henry short story, The Gift of the Magi. In the first part, I have given you some introduction about O. Henry and about his way and style of writing, and we have also discussed something about his career, about his personal life. And we have also discussed about the introduction and what kind of story it is. Now, in this lecture, we are going to discuss in detail the events which are unfolded chronologically in the story. So, the story begins, as you know, with the middle class dilemma. You can say trauma, dilemma, problem. Mrs. James Ellingson, who was young, was lovingly called by her husband Della, had only $1.87 to celebrate the Christmas. So she has only $1.80 and 87 cents. The writer explains that this little money was saved very hardly by doing bargaining with the grocers and the vegetable man throughout the year. So this money, $1.87, she has saved by doing a very hard effort by bargaining with the grocer and vegetable man. The flat in which they lived cost $8 per week. It was in bad condition. So it was a very ordinary flat in which they are living. It was in a bad condition. The letter box and the electric bell were not properly functioning. It is quite hard to run the house with the income of $20 per week. Her husband got only $20 per week salary. So, in that amount, it was very difficult to manage the house. But in comparison to their condition, the couple had total devotion and love with each other. Although they have low income, but they were living very affectionately, very lovingly. They were happy with their little treasure. Della had long, shiny hairs, which looked like a cascade of brown waters. Now, what does it mean that they were flowing, flourishing hair, brown flourishing hair? The beauty of hair would outshine the precious gems and the gifts of the Queen of Sheba. She was so proud of that she would not exchange these beautiful hair with any other person. If the Queen of Sheba would ask her, then she would not exchange her hair. Similarly, Jim had a gold watch which belonged to his father and grandfather. It was so beautiful that even the greatest king, like Solomon, would feel jealous of him. And that even the king Solomon would not have such kind of a gold watch which Jim has. Therefore, the couple enjoyed life with their low income. So they have their own treasures and they have no complaint against life, although it was very hard to manage the house. The Christmas Eve brought a new change in their life. Della was obsessed with giving a valuable gift to her husband on this occasion, on the occasion of Christmas. The amount which she has saved was insignificant. It was not much amount. It was only, she has a saving of only $1.87. Therefore, she decided to sell her hair to Madame Sofronie. It is a great sacrifice. She decided to sell her hair. She got $20 off of it. She purchased a platinum fob chain for her husband's gold watch. Out of that $20, she purchased a fob chain, a platinum fob chain for her husband's gold watch. The leather strap does not match with the gold watch. In the same way, Jim was conscious to give a memorable gift, a worthful gift to to his wife. He sold his gold watch and purchased a set of combs of pure tortoise shell with jeweled rims. So he purchased, he sold his watch and purchased the combs for his wife. Uh, Della was aspiring for this kind of combs for a long time. In this way, the valuable gift, in this way, they plan to give valuable gift to each other. Yeah, the couple sacrifice their best treasure. There is no doubt in it that all the people who give and receive gifts, they are the wisest. The writer says that there are people who give gifts and receive because they have the money, they have the capacity to purchase or to give such kind of valuable gifts. But when we look and when we compare, these two couples were the wisest because they sacrificed all their best thing. The title of the story is quite apt, is quite accurate. It refers to a biblical event which is recorded in Matthew's. The Matthew is the first book of the New Testament, and it is recorded in the Matthew's book 4, chapter 1. The three wise men from the east who brought presents to Christ at his birth are called the Magi. The three men who came from the east and presented gifts to the Christ, they are called the Magi. They developed a tradition of giving gifts on the Christmas Eve. Della and Jim followed the tradition in spirit and letter. The couple was obsessed, was very much concerned about to give valuable gifts to each other. They sacrificed foolishly their best treasure for this purpose. But it reflects their level of devotion and love regarding each other. Although they sacrifice foolishly their valuable treasure, but it reflects their devotion and their love to each other. It is a lesson to all the coming generation. The story gives a strong moral lesson to all the modern people that the happiness, the joy which is enjoyed in giving something good, something valuable to other is the most kind of satisfaction which we feel when other person feels happy. So I think that in the modern context, when the people are so much concerned about themselves, they think about they have become selfish and they always think about their well-being and about their prospects. And in this circumstances, in this scenario, if someone does such a kind of things, such kind of actions that they sacrificed their most valuable treasure, which they were feeling very proud. As I told you in the story that the Dela would not have exchanged her hair to the Queen of Sheba, which is who was the famous queen, the beautiful queen. And similarly, even the greatest King Solomon would feel jealous of not possessing such a gold watch which Jim has. But in order to give valuable gifts and to give a memorable gift to each other, they sacrifice their valuable treasure. I hope that such kind of feeling, such kind of temperament, such kind of thinking, actions would be appreciated. And if all the people in our society thinks on these lines, I think this world would be a better place. I hope that you will enjoy the story, and I wish you all the best, that you should read and listen and also see the film which is available on the www.britannica. Thank you.